Oh, hold on 1 second. There. Now it's Harry Potter themed. Hey guys, and welcome back to another bullet journal video. I am so proud of how February came out that I need to show it to you guys before we jump into the Harry Potter world. Speaking of which, that is why that is this month's theme. I am actually going to Harry Potter World, or the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, in the middle of March. So just to recap, if you guys haven't seen my February video, go check that out now. This is what I came up with. So as you know, or maybe not, the Winter Olympics happened this year in Pyeongchang, South Korea. This is their design for the Olympic flag. These symbols, and then it should say Pyeongchang 2018. And then I drew the Olympic rings, and I have two flags, one for the US and one for the Philippines, because I am a Filipino living in the US. So that is the cover page, and now let's look at the monthly spread. And as you can see, the days of the week are written in Greek, while the goals is written in Korean. And then February, I had it without the backdrop or like the shadow before, and it looked very kiddish, so I added the shadow and it made it look a little bit better. More Olympic rings because I couldn't get enough. And then my habit tracker was supposed to be a medal count tracker, so a lot of them I just got to bronze, which is fair. Didn't get any medals for this, didn't medal in this at all, but hey, look at this, I got 1 gold medal in not spending any money. So that's great. I feel like that's one of the more important habits that I need to make. In terms of the mood tracker, I am also very happy with how this turned out. I decided to do Olympic rings around each date, and this corresponds to my mood. So this is saddest to happiest, and as you can see, a lot of it is green. To be expected. It was a good mix of everything this month. And now we're gonna go to the first week. You've seen this before. Days were written in Korean. Dates were under the Olympic podium, so like first, second, third. Then I just decided to include the month and the year in that so that it's cohesive. And then the next week, and I think the rest of the weeks after that, are back-to-back spreads instead of a full 2-page spread. So for this week, I decided to do it in honor of Red Gerard, the first American to win a gold medal in these games. He won for men's, I think, slopestyle snowboarding. He stayed up the night before, overslept, couldn't find his jacket, had to use his teammate's jacket, freaking won the gold medal for US, the first gold medal that day. Like, he was running late too. Plus, he cursed on camera after learning that he had won gold. So, you know, typical 17-year-old. Yeah, that's right, he's only 17. What am I doing in my life? So here's the Olympic torch. I did the day of the week similar to the style of the logo underneath his snowboard. So that's what you see here. And then the border is just little snowflakes drifting. And it's the same on this side. So torch with the date and then the day of the week and a snowboard. So the next week is the same thing. I kind of messed up a little bit and didn't leave space for a header, but that's okay. But I drew a snow half pipe, because Shaun White and Chloe Kim both won their events in the half pipe. So I thought, hey, you know what? That was amazing, so here are half pipes. And it's the same on this side. As for these, I took both Chloe Kim's and Shaun White's logo designs from their snowboards. More accolades for our Olympic athletes. The final spread is another back-to-back. The last few days of February were dedicated to the countries that earned the most medals: Norway, Germany, Canada, and the US. First, second, third, and fourth most medals for these Olympic Games. The title is just the colors of their flags, and then the border just says Beijing 2022 because that is where the next Winter Olympic Games will be held. For the flip page, since it's the beginning of March within this past week, I started off with the Harry Potter theme. So the dates are encased in the lightning bolts, and then with his glasses, and then I tried to do a Harry Potter font that I just kind of like copied online. I don't know if that worked out well, but I'm pretty proud of this S. This is the letter that I am most proud of right here. And then the borders are the titles of the books from 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then, of course, the colors of the houses. So I realized in the middle of planning for this that the colors are kind of similar to how the Olympic colors are. So sorry, but I thought, you know, I'd be different in March. Like, let's try something, like a different theme. I've never done a theme based off of a book or a movie before, so let's try it out. So we're gonna start with the cover page, which, if you can see the faint lines, I've already gotten started with. It's the Hogwarts shield or logo, whatever you want to call it, but instead of Hogwarts it says March, and I still have yet to decide what to put for the motto, but I don't know if I'm gonna draw the animals in here. We'll see. I feel like I've exhausted all of my drawing prowess with drawing the logo. Yeah, so let's just get it started. Helga Hufflepuff looking on. If it wasn't obvious enough, or if I haven't said it enough times for you, my theme this month is Harry Potter, because I'll be going to Harry Potter World in a couple weeks. So for our title page, I've pre-drawn the Hogwarts crest, just replacing the word Hogwarts with March, and I'm gonna use a little magic here just to speed us right along. So I actually decided not to use the regular Hogwarts motto, which is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus, never tickle a sleeping dragon, just because I wanted to add a little more personal touch. So I translated books are always better in Latin, and this is what Google Translate gave me, in Libris Semper Melius. And I'm just gonna color the crest in. I don't think I'm going to fill it in with the animals because I feel like I'll just mess it up because it looks so pretty now. I don't want to mess it up. But I'll see as the month goes on. Maybe I'll end up drawing them in and showing you guys later. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it as is.
Slowly but surely, getting a tiny bit better each time.
Moving on to the monthly spread, I'm drawing the dates as snitches. So here I am drawing the golden bodies for the snitches, and pretty soon I'll be drawing the silver wings that come off of them. Again, I'm gonna do a little swish and flick just to move us right along. So for the days of the week, I decided to do the font as kind of the, I guess, cursive or the handwriting they do on parchment using a quill. I hope that that's what that looks like, and that's pretty much going to be my font for the rest of it. Ooh, other than the March header, which is the more iconic, like, Harry Potter font. I tried. The quote that I chose is one from Dumbledore, and it says, "Of course it's happening in your head, Harry, but
why on earth should that mean that it is not real?"
And I really like this quote because just because it's only happening in your head or that it's in your imagination doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be fake or that dreams have to stay dreams. It could be reality, you know? For my habit tracker, I decided to do it in the style of house points. So this is me trying to draw out like the different jars that get filled when house points are awarded, but I didn't leave enough space at the top to actually complete it. Oops. And for my mood tracker, I decided to do a Deathly Hallows symbol for each day, so the triangle, circle, and line, and those will represent my different moods throughout the day, using the colors right here. This space was empty, so I drew the sorting hat. And now moving on to the weekly spread, I tried to be fancy and draw the days of the week as like the footprints from the Marauders map, but I quickly found out that I messed up, so we're going to pretend that these black scribbles are the invisibility cloak and that the white ink that I'm gonna use to write on them is you being able to see through the invisibility cloak. I don't know. I just needed to fix it. And of course, what is Harry Potter without the wands? Here I'm trying to draw the different wands that people own, that the witches and wizards of Hogwarts and that world own. I don't know if I did it justice though. I think it's not coming out as nicely because I used this one, and this is water based, so if it's wet, if you're trying to write on it with a wet pen or anything like that, it's just gonna come together. So now it looks kind of gray. So if you guys want to write with white ink, make sure to use non-water based pens like this, because this is a brush pen, so it's meant to blend together, right? So like something like the Fudenosuke, these brush pens aren't meant to blend, they're used for calligraphy, so they're pretty good. And also the this one, the Pigma Micron brush, I've used this before with the white ink and they didn't smudge together, so I think that works better. I should have used this for this, but lessons learned all around. I think that is it. I'm done with my March Harry Potter monthly spread. So let's go ahead and do a final flip through. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll keep you up to date with how Harry Potter World goes when we actually go in a couple weeks. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye.
And Evanesco.